How's it going, guys? Another video. I'm taking advantage today that I'm free at home, so I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can. I'm gonna be uploading them. So today I got you a video at night that I've been wanting for a long time. This knife, a puukko, made by Malanica, and since the Dutch Bushcraft Night DBK, they upload a video on it, and I fall in love with this knife. But since now I haven't been able to get one. So if you have seen my video, you will know that for me there isn't any better bushcraft knife than a puukko, and this may be one of the best puukko made today. Not just because it's the some people in YouTube say it is, but because all the materials used and the way it's made. So like I say, this is a Malanica puukko, and you can see that the sheath, it got good retention right there. I get this one second hand. It got a black African wood, but it appears to be never used. It got that classic Scandinavian knife sheath. You got the leather, you got the nice dangler, and you got the wooden insert, so you won't damage the leather of the sheath, because it's a very thin leather and you wouldn't be putting the sharp knife a puukko is. You wouldn't put it through that, you're gonna damage it for sure. So like I said, this is a Malanica. You got a full Scandi grind, and you got the Scandi all the way to the handle right there. I mean, you just got the classic design. It's a full tan. You can see the tan going all the way to the bottom, to the pommel right there. You got a brass pommel, and you got a brass little wire. I couldn't say it's a guard because it ain't protecting anything, but it's a nice touch right there. You got the full Scandi, and you got right there the top section is grind down too. Let me show you how sharp this is. It's a second hand, but like I say, it doesn't appear to never be used. You can see. Can be all day long doing this. Is satisfying. So, like I say, that's the Malanica puukko. Let me put it beside a couple other similar I got used for have an idea. This is the Bar River puukko. Even it's more like a modern version of a puukko, since it got the full tang and fancy handle. That's side to side, Malanica and Bar River. You can see right there. It's about the same thickness, just this one is a little grind down. A little more that I fall more in the category of this is the Spyderco, another modern take. You can see you got similar grinds. You got the full Scandi, and you got the switch edge right there in top. Handles are very similar, just a little thick in the back, very thin in the front towards to the edge. And let me do a couple tests and we'll see if this is gonna be the best puukko in the market or not. And I didn't say which steel is made this puukko. The steel that this puukko is made CPM 4B, so it got a great edge retention. I got a very decent toughness. You don't supposed to be batoning with this kind of knife, but just for science. See right there, I can't see myself any damage to to the edge. Even though the Scandi grind is probably the weakest edge you can put in a knife, since it's just a flat, you got to the thinnest point of the blade. And it didn't get any damage, even though I went through a couple knots and stuff like that in the wood, but it didn't really damage the edge at all. So one of the best capability of a puukko knife is carving capabilities, and should be really good for carving like small project or whatever. You can see right there it got really good bite. It shouldn't be an issue. Carve anything with it. The tip is pretty strong. You need to do a hole in the wood for any need that you have. That should work as well. Let me see how it does with the feather sticking. Without doing a lot of pressure in the knife, you can get rid of fine leather, real fine feather stick. And if you put a little more pressure, you should have a little thicker tinder to feed the fire. Since this knife have a better dip by, so you can see you can start your fire with tiny feather stick, and then you can feed it as it grow with biggest one. Let me try a fair root to see how sharp it is, even though I don't feel in it that it's sharp at all in the spine. So let's see what we can do with it. Right guys, let's see how sharp it is, the back of the knife. It's super sharp. It can throw some spark, but definitely it's not as sharp as I would like it to be. Yeah, definitely not as sharp as another knife I had. So you can probably fix that. You sand it a little bit, but still a little disappointing. Oh well. Let me see how sharp is still this knife after I did a couple tests. You see that I cut the page without problem in the first test without using it. This is the second round. After I used it for a little bit, I did a little bit of batoning. I did a little bit of feather sticking, and this still as sharp as the first time I used. I really like this knife, that Malanica puukko. You probably won't be the last I get from him. Alright guys, hopefully you like this video and you have a good one.